adik-adik semua, ketemu lagi nih di Ceritera, cerita tentang kita. Kali ini kita udah berada di segmen terakhir nih. Siapa yang udah gak sabar lagi dengan akhir dari cerita Timun Mas? Kalian masih inget kan gimana kisah Mbok Sri yang mendapatkan benda-benda itu untuk melindungi Timun Mas? Gimana ya nasib Timun Mas selanjutnya? Yuk kita lanjutkan lagi.
When the giant comes, he is furious. His eyes are glowing red and his body is trembling with anger. He growls with a booming voice that makes the ground shake. He wants to take Timun Mas immediately to collect on the promise Mbok Sri made long ago. But Timun Mas is not afraid. She holds the package from the hermit tightly and remembering every instruction he gave her. She takes a deep breath and gathers her courage. The giant reaches out his huge, rough hand and trying to grab Timun Mas. Quickly, Timun Mas throws the first package which contains cucumber seeds. Whoosh! The seeds fly through the air and magic! In the blink of an eye, the seeds grew into a vast cucumber field, but not just any field, a field full of sharp thorns on the vines. The giant is startled. He steps into the field and his feet are pierced by the thorns. Oh! He cries out in pain. The giant is furious. He roughly pulls the thorns from his feet and tries to push through the field. He growls, jumps, and even stomps on the cucumbers. But the more he tries to move forward, the thorns prick him. He growls and roars, but he is still determined to catch Timun Mas. Timun Mas sees the giant getting closer. She quickly grabs the second package, which contains needles. Swish! She throws the needles at the giant, and then the needles transform into a very tall and sharp bamboo trees, like a thorny bamboo forest. The giant runs and oh! Many bamboo thorns pierce his body. Blood starts to drip from his wounds. He yells in pain and tries to pull out the thorns, but the more he tries, the more thorns stick into him. The giant is starting to get tired, but he doesn't give up. He continues to chase Timun Mas with heavier and heavier steps. Timun Mas is getting more and more panic, but she remembers the hermit's advice not to give up. She grabs the third package which contains salt. Shush! She throws the salt onto the ground. Instantly, the ground around the giant turns into a vast and deep ocean. The giant is shocked. He falls into the water and cries for help. He cannot swim. Big waves crash over him. The giant struggles to stay afloat. He waves his arm and trying to reach the shore, but the waves keep crashing over him. Timun Mas sees the giant getting weaker and weaker, and finally, with her last bit of courage, Timun Mas throws the last package which contains shrimp paste. Boom! And then the ocean turns into a boiling mud. The giant is trapped in the hot mud. He screams as loud as he can, but no one can help him. Slowly, he sinks into the boiling mud and disappears. Timun Mas is panting, but she did it. She looks around her. The thorny cucumber field, the bamboo forest, and the mud that is now starting to dry. The evil giant is gone. She runs as fast as she can back home and then hugs Mbok Sri tightly. They both cry tears of happiness. The evil giant is finally gone forever. And finally, they can live peacefully and quietly in their village.
Nah adik-adik, petualangan Timun Mas yang mendebarkan telah berakhir. Dari cerita ini kita belajar nih banyak hal. Yang pertama, keberanian tidak selalu berarti memiliki kekuatan yang fisik. Seperti Timun Mas yang berani menghadapi raksasa yang lebih besar dan lebih kuat karena keyakinannya untuk melindungi ibunya. Kedua, kecerdikan bisa mengalahkan kekuatan. Timun Mas menggunakan akalnya dengan benda-benda dari petapa untuk melawan raksasa. Ketiga, kasih sayang seorang ibu yang sangat besar. Mbok Sri rela melakukan apa saja demi keselamatan putrinya. Semoga kisah ini menginspirasi kalian untuk menjadi berani, cerdik, dan penuh kasih sayang ya. Terima kasih sudah mendengarkan cerita ini sampai akhir. Sampai jumpa di Ceritera, cerita tentang kita. Dadah!